About 5 or 6 years ago, when I was first getting into the online business space, I had always wanted to get a 2 Comma Club award from ClickFunnels. You get a 2 Comma Club award for making over $1 million online with one funnel. And today, December 29th, 2023, I officially crossed $1 million. And it's crazy. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my single biggest insight and lesson that I've learned over the last 13 months since I've been running my company, Summit Acquisition, and helping coaches scale with ads and setters. And I'm going to share with you my honestly single biggest secret weapon. And I attribute pretty much all of my success up to this point to this, and all of the success that I'll continue to have and everything else that I'll achieve and build and create from here on out will literally all tie back to this single thing that I'm going to share with you in this video. Might be a bit of a longer one today, but I can promise you it's going to be powerful. So if you stick around to the end, this, I don't know how long it's going to be, 20, 30, 40 minutes, could literally change your life forever. So let's get into it. Now, I remember 5-6 years ago, studying funnels, reading Russell Brunson's books. I got them right here. And learning about that, going through the One Funnel Away challenge, and seeing these online marketers have this nice flashy gold plaque behind them, the 2 Comma Club, making $1 million. I remember young Jeremy, so like 20 years old, saying, man, one day I'm going to have one of those. One day. Don't know how, don't know when, but one day. And that day has come. Now, obviously, I don't have it yet. I still have to apply for it. I almost didn't even realize that I hit this today. But it's like 8:30 p.m. on a Friday night right now. And after I finished calls today, I was just like, all right, just kind of doing some numbers, some end of day financial stuff. And I realized I hit it. And it's kind of crazy. I didn't even know. I'm only at like 950 on Stripe. And then there's like 50 something through other processors like PayPal and Wise and stuff like that. So I haven't hit the flashy, shiny, sexy 1.0 M's on Stripe yet. So once I do get that screenshot, then I'm going to apply. So wait a couple weeks, but, nonetheless, single biggest lesson that I have learned. It really comes down to getting very clear on what you want, crystal clear vision, and then having unshakable faith that you're going to achieve it. That's all you need. Maybe the willingness to do whatever it takes to make it happen as well. Now, over 3 years ago, when I was in my parents' basement, after I finished college, I had no idea what the hell I wanted to do with my life. All my friends, because I got like a business finance degree, all my friends are getting like finance jobs, consulting jobs, these big companies. And then I moved back in with my parents. And I had no idea what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to start an online business, but I didn't know what that was going to look like. And after a while, I spent a lot of money on a Sam Ovens course, and I learned about vision boards in there, and I made my first one. And I remember on there, I put the 2 Comma Club because I wanted to achieve that. Didn't know when, didn't know how, but that was a goal of mine. And about 12 months ago now, I actually redid my vision board because I updated it every quarter, and I redid it. And I went on Canva, like I found somebody else's, went on Canva, edited it, made it look very, very similar. So it says, Jeremy Pogue, Summit Acquisition Incorporated, 2023. I did this like over 12 months ago, like 12, 13 months ago. Today's December 29th. 2 days left in 2023, and I just hit it. or at least became eligible to get it. Whatever. Same thing. But 3 years ago, actually. It was like about 3 years ago. I had on my vision board as well, same one, that I want to move into my own luxury condo, high up in a high rise with a beautiful view, floor to ceiling windows. I have my office right there too. And I wrote that I want to do that in 2021. Sure enough, had a good month, November 2021, and locked in a lease on this place. I walked in the front door. I immediately saw the view, the lake, the mountains. And I literally told the lady, I was like, I'll take it. I didn't even look at the rest of the place. I didn't even need to. I was like, this is the exact one I've had on my vision board for years now. And I moved in December 1st, 2021, the last month of the year in which I said I was going to do it. And here I am, just hit a mill with 2 days left in 2023 when I put on my vision board I was going to do that in 2023. I've also had another coach on my vision board a few years ago that I was binging all his YouTube videos, ended up working for him, and went to his wedding. So I manifested that. Alex Becker, studied from him, learned from him directly. Sam Ovens, same thing. I had David Goggins on there. Of him running an ultra marathon, being a sicko. And I just ran an ultra on my 26th birthday about 3 weeks ago. Check. Alex Ramosi, he's on there. Been on there for a couple years now. And just yesterday, I got invited to a private 2-day mastermind at his headquarters in Vegas, the acquisition.com headquarters. And it's going to be a 2-day workshop mastermind with their portfolio team. And then I'm going to be meeting Alex and Layla as well right after. So going from the vision board to literally meeting them in person in a few months. And another thing I've had on there too is attracting my dream woman. Been very clear and precise with the character traits and the qualities that I am looking for. And sure enough, I attracted that. Now I'm taking her to Aspen in about 4 days for a little ski trip. And that'll be really fun. She's a sweetheart. And that was also on the vision board. About 7 weeks ago, on November 5th, I was looking at my journal today. I wrote down, what do I want to do in the next 12 months? This is November 5th, so this is about almost 2 months ago. And I wrote a bunch of things down. There's about 10 things. One of the things that I wrote down was ski trip in a foreign country. And I wrote Colorado or the Alps. I live in Canada, so I guess the US is foreign to me, but not really. But anyways, I wrote down Colorado or the Alps. 2 weeks later, my buddy Brandon and Grayson create a group chat, text me like, yo, Jeremy, do you want to go skiing in Aspen in January? I said, yes. Now I'm flying out in a few days. I wrote down, I want to host 2 to 3 summit client retreats. And now we've got those locked in. We're doing Hawaii in March and then Europe probably sometime June. So those are just for clients only. I wrote down a few months ago, want to run an ultra marathon. Did that. And I also wrote down at the very end, attend a mastermind / conference by an 8 to 9 figure entrepreneur. And then literally yesterday, out of the blue, I randomly get invited to this acquisition.com one with Alex and Layla Hermosi, 9-figure entrepreneurs. Now, I made videos before kind of talking about this stuff, the synchronicities and the signs and manifesting anything that we want in life. And so there's the one video, it's like 0 to 2 million, my 6-year journey. So I've been in the game for about 6 years now. First 3 were just reading books and taking courses and not doing fuck all with them, building the foundation. But the last 3, I've been actively applying it. But anyways, that's a great one. The El Salvador documentary is crazy as well. And a lot of the times it feels like my life is just a movie. Like I don't really make my own decisions anymore to some degree. I make the decisions in terms of what I want, and I set a very clear intention to achieve a crystal clear vision. And then I just am willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. I set my intention, but then a very key component of this is being detached from it and having detachment from the outcome, because I have unshakable faith that I'm going to achieve it and attract it anyways. About 12, 13 months ago when I started the business, my goal was to hit 100K a month in 2023. And I set that. I knew I was going to do it. And I was just like kind of detached from it. I think in April I hit about 80,000. And then like the first 3-4 months of the year, January, February, March, I was just doing like kind of 20 to 30K, just like not really cranking ads, taking slow and steady, building a foundation, getting client results, improving the program, rebuilt it a couple times. April did 80, had to rebuild it again in May, June, because I signed a whole bunch of clients. It was just me. So rebuilt it in June. And then I was kind of doing like 50K, give or take, just kind of coasting there. And then July, things really started to pick up again because I cranked up my ads again. And I remember I was at 75,000 for the month. And then for like the last 4 weeks in Stripe, so the last like 28 days, it was going to reset in like 2 days. So I had 1 day left to go from 75 to 100. So I think I had like a 15K day or something like that, like 26 days ago or 27 days ago. So then like in 2 days, that wouldn't count in the 4-week period. So yeah, anyways, so I was at 75K. I needed to do 25K the next day to hit 100K, which was a long shot because I just had 1 sales call on the calendar. So I remember writing on my journal, I said, damn, I'm very close to 100K a month. It's my first 100K a month. I'm very, very close. But I only have 1 call on the calendar tomorrow. I said, you know what? That's fine. Jeremy, proud of you, bro. You've come so far. You've done an incredible job this year. And you've done what you've needed to do. You've been focusing on the inputs and not too concerned about the outputs. And I said, you know what? Whether I hit it this month or next year, doesn't matter. And I literally wrote down in my journal, I said, I will most likely, like I'm not worried right now because I'll most likely hit my first 100K month within the next 3 to 6 months. That's what I said. Sure enough, tomorrow comes, DM closed 2 guys, closed the sales call, had another 1 or 2 payments roll through from like splits or something like that, pulled 25K out of my ass, hit my first 100.3K in 4 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, I hit 217,000 in 4 weeks. And that was nuts. But I set my intention that in 2023, I was going to do it. I have on my company Notion doc, my homepage, it says 100K a month in 2023 or die trying. But the key thing here to take away is the detachment. At the start of the video, I said, you need to have a crystal clear vision of what you want. And then unshakable faith that you're going to get it. and then the willingness to do whatever it takes to make that happen. In other words, I can only control the inputs that I put in. Look at all these books. I've read many, many, many more over the years. I've got a whole stack of them over there. I need a bigger bookshelf or a second one. But those are the inputs. Those are the things that I can control. All the courses I've taken. Russell Brunson, Sam Ovens, Alex Becker, Taylor Wells, you name it. Like Ravi Abuvala he was on my vision board a couple of years ago too. I was in his Scaling Initiative Mastermind. Not just somehow I manifested that too. I didn't buy it. It was when I was working for somebody else. They did. They said, Jeremy, go through this and apply it. So I said, okay. But still, it's just like every single thing that I put on that vision board is coming true. And my biggest takeaway, my biggest lesson is to be very damn intentional with what I put on there and what I say that I want. Because I've learned that I'm able to literally create anything and manifest literally anything I desire into reality. As long as I set a very clear intention for what I want, and I just focus on the inputs, and I don't care about how long it takes or when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, because I just have that unshakable faith that it's going to happen. I knew I was going to get a 2 Comma Club award. I didn't know when. Frankly, it didn't matter. Because I wasn't stopping until I did. And now I'm even hungrier. Now I feel like I've hardly scratched the surface. And I told my team tonight, like an hour ago, I said, boys, fucking did it. Sent them a screenshot. And one of them, Alex, he actually used to be head of client success for Ramosi's biggest portfolio company. And he said, holy shit, dude. He's like, proud of you, man. Like, that's insane. He's like, what are you going to do to celebrate? I said, increase the ad spend. Because I feel like I still haven't really done anything, which is really weird. I don't know if that's going to go away. Like that feeling of like, I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's like an insecurity. I think it's just like, I'm just really excited for the future. But it feels like I haven't done anything significant. I was talking to some of my clients in my mastermind with guys doing at least 40K a month. And they were talking about writing a book. Like one of them's going to write a book. Client Tom, because he's had a very successful career. He was executive of a Fortune 500 company. He sold over $1.5 billion in his career. And he scaled from 0 to 50K a month with his coaching business in our first 4 months. And so anyways, in his space, the executives in the business world, people just love books. So he's going to write one to act as kind of like the middle of the funnel thing, right? And a lead magnet. And so anyways, they were like, Jeremy, you should write a book. I'm like I feel like I haven't done anything book worthy. And they're like, yes, you have. Like nobody's scaled from 0 to $200,000+ a month in just 8 months. But I'm like, for some reason, my brain doesn't comprehend that. It's weird. It's like just numbers on the screen. I'm like, yeah, but like, I feel like I've just got so much more to go. So I don't know. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but at the end of the day, the biggest thing is like having that faith that you're going to do it, trusting yourself. And again, being willing to put in the inputs, put in the work, do whatever it takes to make it happen. I also had on my vision board, this guy right here. It's Rolex. It's a blue motif, dial, date just, fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet. About 12 months ago, I saw that. I got this book given to me in a store, in a Rolex store. And I was flipping through the pages, and then this one pops out. It's like big and magnified. I looked at it, I'm like, that's beautiful. Like, I didn't even know what a Rolex was. I didn't know the types of Rolexes. All I knew was a Submariner. That was it. And a day date. But aside from that, I was like, I'm like, what is this? Right? It's just a day adjustment. It's like nothing crazy, but I'm not a watch guy. I don't really care. There's expensive pieces of metal, but I was like, that's it. That's my 100K a month Rolex. When I hit my first 100K a month, I'm going to get that. So I brought the book back with me, put it on my bookshelf here. I look at it every single day. It's like, yeah, fucking get that. Hit 100K. Boom. 2 days later, sent a wire transfer to my buddy Brandon's watch guy down in Dallas. Flew down 2 weeks later, picked it up. And when I bought it, it was, I think it was 3 weeks old. Brand spanking new. There we go. Now it's on my wrist. It's crazy. So there's just another thing, another example, something on my vision board as well, that I set a very clear intention. That's what I wanted. And then I worked on the inputs and became the man I needed to become to achieve that outcome that I wanted. And when you focus on becoming that person internally, then the external factors, the external environment, the money, the growth, that just catches up. That's just a reflection of our internal state. I've talked about this before too, where our external reality is just simply just a mirror of our internal state. So if we as an entrepreneur are not continuing to grow, like, ask yourself right now, here's a reality check for you. When's the last time you've read a book? How often do you read a book? When's the last time you've invested into a course to learn a new skill, or a mentor or a coach to guide you? If you haven't done any of these things, you haven't read a damn book or taken a course or hired somebody who's smarter and better than you at certain things to tell you what you need to do, and you're stuck and you haven't grown in a while, well, no shit. Your business isn't going to grow if you're not growing yourself. And a lot of people don't understand that. Think, oh, well, I hired this coach 8 months ago, 4 months ago. Like, so, like, I don't know. I found there's like two types of people. And I wish I learned this lesson a lot sooner. Because I used to be type 1, which was put all my eggs in one basket, which is good. I do believe in burning your boats and going all in, because that's exactly what I've done many times. And it scares the shit out of me. That's why I take it seriously and I make it work and I get results. And some of my best clients have done the exact same as well. But that said, person number one are the ones that kind of just like put all of their, like, I don't know the best word to describe it, but it's just like the mentality is like, this one course, this one mentor, this one coach better take me to this level, right? I don't want to have to join this. This better be the last program that I need, the last course that I need, the last book that I need to read. It's like, what's wrong with you? Do you expect to be around for a long time and actually build something great? Then there's person number two, where it's like, I want to invest in as many people as I can. Because there's like most people, well, all the people I look up to are smarter than me, richer than me, more experienced than me. Why would I not try to learn from all of them? Even if they're doing similar things, it's like, even if I get one golden nugget from somebody that tells me what I'm screwing up on or what I need to do next, one golden nugget, even if they just help me identify what that thing is and not even help me like fix it or solve it. I don't care. Like, I got my money's worth. Now I'm good. Like an example, a few months ago, hired a business coach or joined a coaching program with this guy who has scaled and sold many different companies. And he one of the biggest coaching programs in the world. And like I hop on there, there's like 200 people in the group calls, and it's crazy. And so I paid him a bunch of money. And then I went through 2 of his videos in his like course. And the second one, I was like, holy shit, I'm a moron, because how did I not see this? And the way he described the situation in his second video told me literally exactly what my bottleneck was, what my problem was at the time, and exactly what I needed to do to fix it. I didn't rely on him to help me fix it. That's not his job. He's a coach. He's just there to tell me what I need to do, which he did. He told me my problem. But then I hired somebody who's done the thing that I want to do, paid them a lot of money, tell me build the thing out and do it, and then solve the problem. So it's like, one guy told me what I need, where I was screwed, like where I messed up on. I got the one gold nugget on day 1 in video number 2. I haven't even gone through anything else in there. Maybe I'm backline. I don't know. And I've gone to like 5 of the group calls, and that's it. I got what I needed. I got my money's worth from that one little gold nugget. Boom. Perfect. When I hit another bottleneck, I'll revisit it, go through some more stuff, figure out where I'm messing up on, go reach out to him for some help, and go from there. Or pay somebody else, find somebody else with a fresh perspective, a different one, right? Like, it's not like I'm ever going to stop. Now I'm like, okay, I've gotten to this level. Now I'm trying to find a really good like mastermind or program or something like that. Somebody who's scaled to like $1 million a month, just like help me get there and like tell me what I need to do. I'm not just looking for one. It's like, I'm not just going to join one. I'm trying to do that over the next few years. It's like, why would I not try and invest in as many of them as possible? I think it is important to kind of like stagger it out, like a few months at a time, to like kind of give them space and like give them enough time to actually like work and apply and implement everything. And once you kind of feel like, okay, cool, got that dialed, on to the next one. But anyways, went on a little bit of a tangent there, but that's very important because it's the mindset of like, you have to continue growing. Because when you set a clear vision for yourself and clear intentions of what you want, you're not going to set it lower or like at the same level that we're at right now, which you've already done. You're going to aim higher. And with new levels come new devils. And these new devils that are blocking you from getting to the next level, that requires guidance and insight from somebody who's beat that level before. And that's part of the third pillar about doing whatever it takes to get there. Like the way I see my money right now is like, it's literally just a tool to speed up my growth curve. It's a tool to achieve my goals a lot faster so I can leverage it and learn from somebody else's mistakes. So then I don't have to make them. I can just do everything that took them 3 years to figure out. I can do it in 3 months. Simple as that. And then boom, on to the next one. So that's like the real secret. But anyways, kind of like wrap up the video here for you. If you don't have a vision board, you need to make one. Have visuals of the things you want, the types of milestones you want to hit in your business, whether it's certain things you want to build out, team members you want to hire, certain monthly revenue mark you want to hit, certain like net worth like level. I did that too. And like people that you look up to that you want to be like, like take certain character traits from them, qualities and skills. And then create like, I have a full page. It's like 7 paragraphs of me talking about myself in the third person. So it's like, Jeremy was this, Jeremy is this is the kind of man Jeremy is. And it's how I would want people to talk about me when I'm dead, how I want to be remembered. And it's really about the man that I need to become to achieve the goals that I set out for myself. And affirmations are very important too. I always used to think they're just a load of shit. But if you think about it, it's like, it's a great way to rewire your brain and reprogram it, because our thoughts create our beliefs, and then our beliefs determine our actions. So if we trick our minds through affirmations and repeating the same things over and over and over, that I love sales calls, I love making content, I love serving, I love rebuilding my product, I love coaching my clients, I love leading my team, all that stuff. If there's any resistance you have towards any of those things in your thoughts, then like you're going to believe that they're hard and you don't like doing them, and then you're not going to do them or do them very well. You're going to be bad at them. But then if you trick your mind to believe that you actually do like doing those things, then eventually you're going to actually start to like those things. You're going to do them, and you're going to get pretty good at them, and then it's not going to be so bad. And so I've done that. Like, and then study this damn thing 2 to 3 times a day. First thing you do when you wake up, and then do it again throughout the middle of the day, and then last thing you do before you go to bed. Do this for a few years, you're going to make a hell of a lot of money. And you're going to reprogram your mind to think different thoughts, believe different beliefs, take different actions. And then as a result, get different results. Because inputs determine our outputs. And so by changing and manipulating our inputs, then we can change and manipulate the outputs that we create. So that's it for this video. Appreciate all you guys so much. Thank you for following me and supporting me along this journey. It's been a hell of a ride. And again, I feel like I haven't even done anything. I feel like I'm barely scratching the surface right now. And I'm just super excited for what's to come. And I got some really big plans for 2024. So I'm excited to roll these out. And yeah, to my clients watching this, thank you so much. And I love you guys so much. And to my future clients watching this, same to you. So every like that you give me on my videos, every comment you guys make, I read every single comment, literally every single day. I do myself personally. So I really do appreciate those. It means the world to me to just have your support and whatnot. So that said, let me know down below what your biggest takeaway was from today and what you learned and what are you going to do differently about what you learned. So that said, appreciate you guys. Lots of love. I'll see you in the next video.